Thank you very much for tuning in. All right, so yeah, it's a clump of cells. It's just a bunch of cells, and I agree. I agree. I absolutely agree. Right. This is first we're not going to call him or her, and all this stuff. Why? Because the gender has not been defined. Yes, it actually has. When has the gender been defined? At the stage of the zygotic genome activation, which is very, a very very powerful. Uh, Stage of development in the developing baby boy or baby girl, right? So at that stage, we know this is a boy, this is a girl because of the DNA. The DNA has been, there's the formation there of the DNA, which is quite, yeah. So it's a clump of cells. I agree with these feminist windbags, right? These feminist windbags are making a great point until they start to talk about, killing this developing human. I mean that's just nonsense. But no, they are right. It is a clump of cells, right? It is a tiny, tiny pinprick, if you will, just the size of this, well, literally a cell, right? So, and then after that, the development is quite remarkable before the implantation. So, and what I've been studying, and I'm nowhere near an expert, is the first stages of the development, which we get the blastocyst stage, the morula, the embryonic stages, and all that stuff, which is just fantastic, right? And the conception itself, right? The conception is fantastic, right? The selection process where the oocyte will actually pick the best possible sperm, right? And if you have ears, you're listening to that. That means that the oocyte of your mother, right, selected the most powerful, most, I guess you could call them the Victory, yes, the Victoria sperm to form the developing human, which turned out, if you're listening to this, that means you have ears, that means you were a developing human. That means they're so very, very special. So the sperm of your father met with the oocyte of your mother, and here, right, just a clump of cells, right? Yeah, well, yeah, sure, why not? Until they talk about killing, right? So I don't believe that this clump of cells will dehumanize this baby in any way. But these people are lunatics, so what can you do? So the zygotic genome activation, and then after that, get the implantation. This is just another stage of the development. We all implanted in the stage of our mothers, but this baby boy or baby girl, as you can see here, the picture is represented. See the developing human traveling in the fallopian tubes, right? Traveling in the fallopian tubes, and this is a great, this is a very very important thing. So much so that there's nothing more valuable, right? From the top of the mountains to the top of the clouds to the bottom of the deepest part, the deepest trench in the bottom of the ocean, right? There's nothing more valuable than this clump of cells, right? So where we differ with the feminist windbags is, this is a clump of cells that they will, for some reason, feel that they can destroy and kill, and cause the death, which is just wrong. And I understand the true value of this very, very wonderful, well, what is it? It's a developing human, right? That's the point, a developing human, right? So there's that difference. And it's a baby boy or baby girl. So whenever this feminist windbag, whenever this feminist windbag um, it says that clump of cells. You ask them that one question. You say, "Does this clump of cells is this clump of cells a baby boy or a baby girl?" Right? And they will always, they will never be able to because that's their you know uh, horrendous ideas that it's okay to kill this developing baby, right? Um, this is well, it's just a clump of cells. Okay, was it a clump of cells, a male, baby boy, or is it a female baby boy? This is literally the most valuable resource on the earth right here. So we got a picture of the well, it would be the blastocyst or morula or embryonic stage, right, traveling down the the fallopian tube and ready to be implanted in the womb of his or her mother, right? So this is a very natural, very healthy stage of development, right? So very cool stuff here. So life begins before implantation. Everybody knows that, right? I don't think anybody is going to, seriously put forth the argument and expect to anybody will believe that. I mean, the implantation is the starting of a pregnancy? No, No, I mean that's not true. It's nonsense. Just straight up nonsense, garbage.